Hello, YouTubers. Here I am, Joe Kersey, back on Monday, August 29th, 2016, at just a hair before 1800 Eastern Time in the afternoon. On the back porch. God's Cathedral area, as I call it now. Kind of like what I call some of the front area too, but back here certainly, all you have to do is look up, you know. Now today I want to tell you a couple of stories. One's fairly short and the other one's might be a bit extended. Let's do the short one first. Paul got home and he was talking about some stuff that happened at his place of employment today, and it had to do with, like, you know, food that was left over or found in the trash or whatever. Not anything that's really remarkable. But then I got thinking back to when I didn't have a lot of income because a lot of my investment stuff hadn't really come in yet. And, you know, after I'd retired. And I would go up to this continuing medical education course in Chicago every year in May, which was a shame that it was in May because I missed the best part of the spring out here. But, okay. But you got 50 hours. Which fulfilled the state of Ohio's requirement. It was a good course. I mean, it's a good review course. Basically, it was designed for residents in their final year who are getting ready to take their written or oral examinations, anesthesia residents. Well, I already had my anesthesia boards. I just did it because it was fun to go to Chicago, because it's a great town. While I would always go up there with a certain amount of, you know, like pre-prepared sandwiches and things, and there were a couple of Subways down the way, and you could get stuff, you know. Occasionally, you want something more than just a can of chicken noodle soup that you've opened up in your hotel room and scarfed down. Yeah, that's how straightened I was. Now, bear in mind, this damn week was costing me upwards of $3,000 a week, and I shortly stopped doing that. I just couldn't afford it. It's a great course, but I just couldn't afford that. So I decided to go look around to see what I could find. And there's a Morton Steakhouse up there in Chicago. And they close it around 10 and they start putting their trash out around 10:30. Sometimes earlier. It's better if it's earlier because you beat the homeless people. And you get these half-eaten prime ribs and baked potatoes and onion rings and things, and it's like they're just coming out, and it's not like they've been sitting in there overnight. You know, they're on the top of the pile.
They ought to just put the stuff in the takeaway box.
So I'd wander down there, you know, about 10 o'clock, and wait. These guys bring this stuff out into the dumpster. You know. Right out on the street. It was on the street. It wasn't in back. And and there was some really good stuff in there. I mean, hell, I could have eaten for more than a week on this stuff. And I guess I did. So that's a tip for surviving in a strange city when you don't have quite enough money. This is true. I'm not bullshitting y'all. This is just absolutely true. You gotta survive. You know, I mean, I had to get the CME, but after that, then another avenue of CME, continuing medical education, opened up, and so that was considerably cheaper. So, as much as I enjoyed a week in Chicago, and I did, and more of that anon in the second story, which I think maybe I'll do in a second video. So on that note, I'll say bye-bye, YouTube.